later.
Instagram also displayed the following warning screen to individuals who were searching for child abuse material. These results may contain images of child sexual abuse. And then you gave users two choices: get resources or see results anyway.
See results anyway?
Game to win. Game hard.
What's going on, y'all? Nick here, coming to you with another video. So, Zuckerberg, our good pal Mark Zuckerberg. So apparently this dude is being totally grilled by Ted Cruz on this judiciary hearing. All right, this video is called Breaking News: Ted Cruz Unleashes on Mark Zuckerberg in Senate Judiciary Hearing on Social Media. Now, we all know Mark Zuckerberg, founder, CEO of Facebook. Eventually he comes to own Instagram, and now he has the entire Meta, right? But what this video is really going to show you is the dark side of Instagram and what the algorithms, right, and the AI promotes to people. As you're watching this video, please insert any social media of your choice in replace of Instagram, because truth be told, they all operate very similarly. Check this out.
Social media is a very powerful tool. But we're here because every parent I know, and I think every parent in America, is terrified about the garbage that is directed at our kids. I have two teenagers at home.
Right.
And the phones they have are portals to predators, to viciousness, to bullying, to self-harm. And each of your companies could do a lot more to prevent it. Mr. Zuckerberg, in June of 2023, the Wall Street Journal reported that Instagram's recommendation systems were actively connecting pedophiles to accounts that were advertising the sale of child sexual abuse material.
What?
In many cases, those accounts appeared to be run by underage children themselves, often using code words and emojis to advertise illicit material. In other cases, the accounts included indicia that the victim was being sex trafficked. Now, I know that Instagram has a team that works to prevent the abuse and exploitation of children online. But what was particularly concerning about the Wall Street Journal expose was the degree to which Instagram's own algorithm was promoting the discoverability of victims for pedophiles seeking child abuse material.
Whoa. Ooh, this is heavy, y'all. You see, check this out, right? Because before he starts grilling Mark Zuckerberg, you guys got to understand, right? The algorithms, its sole purpose is designed to understand human psychology and human behavior. It's only going to recommend to you what you yourself had been searching for. So now we have a system in place where pretty much, because all these companies, they're looking to maximize profits, guys. So truth be told, he's about to grill Mark Zuckerberg, but you gotta ask yourself this question. One, does Mark Zuckerberg himself, does he even care? And two, can he even do anything, or is he subject to his own algorithm? Let's keep going, y'all.
In other words, this material wasn't just living on the dark corners of Instagram. Instagram was helping pedophiles find it by promoting graphic hashtags, including hashtag pedwhore and hashtag preteen sex, to potential buyers. Instagram also displayed the following warning screen to individuals who were searching for child abuse material. These results may contain images of child sexual abuse. And then you gave users two choices: get resources or see results anyway.
Wow. Get this is crazy, y'all. You see what I'm telling you? This is literally no different than all these people. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. You probably watched one video of, say a woman dancing, twerking, and all of a sudden your whole feed will be flooded with a bunch of these women, fake bodies, BBLs, twerking their ass off because they assume that's what you like, so they're gonna just flood it because they want to keep you enslaved to their platform. And that's how the whole, the concept of you constantly scrolling over and over, you're never gonna get off their platform. That's the design of these algorithms. It's pretty much to zap your attention away. You see, and truth be told, this right here is literally AI and the algorithms can be a useful tool, guys, but you have to understand that it's just a tool. The same way you could look up Bible verses, right? They probably would flood your whole feed with a bunch of, Bible verses and motivational quotes, whatever the case may be, right? So ultimately, again, it's not necessarily that the algorithm is bad, but the users, you and I, the audience, right? It's how we choose to use these platforms. Now the algorithm is going to give you what they assume you would want, right? But to think that because, again, the sole design, they do not discriminate whether or not your intentions are pure or not. All they care about is keeping you on the platform. If they see a bunch of pedophiles, right, they're going to say, hey, shoot, we want to keep them on the platform just the same. So why not? They're not going to actually say, oh, this is too much. We can't actually show you this. No. They're not going to throw you away. They're not going to shoo you away. They're going to serve you the content that you are looking for. You have to understand that.
Mr. Zuckerberg, what the hell were you thinking?
All right, Senator. The basic science behind that is that when people are searching for something that is problematic, it's often helpful to, rather than just blocking it, to help direct them towards something that that could be helpful for getting them to get help.
In what I understand, get resources. What? In what sane universe is there a link for C results anyway?
Right.
Well, because we might be wrong. We try to trigger this warning, or we tried to, when we think that there's any chance that the results.
Okay, you might be
harmful.
wrong. Let me ask you: how many times was this warning screen displayed?
I don't know, but you
don't know. Why don't you know?
All right. Before they keep going, right? You might be wrong. I mean, when they have, literal hashtags, pedal whore, pedal babe, and all this stuff. I mean, what is that? What is it that you don't understand? I mean, the word pedal is in there. What is it that you don't understand? How could you be wrong? Clearly, the people who are putting those hashtags, they clearly have a weird infatuation with children. Why would you even show them those results? It's so crazy. We have all these shows out there, How to Catch a Predator, right? Where they trap these men for having these false, having these text messages going back and forth with underage women, right? And they catch the predators that way. I mean, why couldn't you do something similar to this? Why would you allow pedophiles to have unlimited access to child content? And first of all, who are posting the child content? Why is that not even blocked at the? But that should have been stopped at the gate. Who are able to even post that type of content? You see, so there's many things flawed, but again, this is the problem. And here's what you need to understand, right? There is nobody. I don't care if it's Facebook. I don't care if it's Instagram. I don't care if it's TikTok. I don't care if it's YouTube. None of these social media platforms, there isn't truly a true human being fine combing every single content that gets released because it's oversaturated, guys. Do you know how many content creators there are? It's literally impossible. There's not enough workers. There's not enough hands on deck to literally surveillance all the content that's being pushed out on a daily, on a minute basis. is just too oversaturated. So again, he could grill Mark Zuckerberg all he wants, but again, this is why I asked you, is this man literally subject to his own algorithm? Because any smart business person, you would know, you need to understand this. You're not a smart business person if you need to have hands on deck. I'm talking about you as the CEO. You need to literally put your hands on deck 24/7 in order for your business to operate. No, that means you're going to be a slave for the rest of your life. And that's not the whole point of being an entrepreneur. So if you are a true entrepreneur, you're going to set systems in place so that you can be free. You have people working for you, or eventually you start creating these AI and these algorithms to work for you. These algorithms are completely void of emotion. And that's the scary future that we're headed into. We have this algorithm where, again, all they care about is giving you the content that they claim you want because they want to keep you on the platform. But regardless of the morality or the ethicalness of the actual content being posted, they could care less. And there's literally the dark side of every single social media website. But again, at the end of the day, it's up to the person. Because someone who may not care about any of this stuff, you probably would never know. And praise the Most High for it. You may not even know about the dark side because the algorithm is not going to feed you that stuff. But for those of you who, y'all know who I'm talking about. For those of you who want to be lukewarm and y'all want to, step on both sides of the fence, or I'm going to be a servant of the Most High one day, and then the next day I'm going to be a pure devil, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about because y'all the ones that y'all always see what's happening on both sides because the algorithm is going to show you it. The algorithm is going to show you it.
I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head. But
well, you know what, Mr. Zuckerberg? It's interesting you say you don't know it off the top of your head because I asked it in June of 2023 in an oversight letter, and your company refused to answer. Will you commit right now to within 5 days answering this question for this committee?
We'll follow up on that.
Is that a yes? Not a will follow up. I know how lawyers write statements saying we're not going to answer. Will you tell us how many times this warning screen was displayed? Yes or no?
Senator, I'll personally look into it. I'm not sure if we have.
Okay, so you're refusing to answer that. Let me ask you this. How many times did an Instagram user who got this warning that you're seeing images of child sexual abuse, how many times did that user click on see results anyway? I want to see that.
Senator, I'm not sure if we stored that, but I'll personally look into this and we'll follow up after.
And what follow-up did Instagram do when you have a potential pedophile clicking on, I'd like to see child porn? What did you do next when that happened?
Senator, I think that an important piece of context here is that any context that we think is child sexual
Mr. Zuckerberg,
abuse,
that's called a question. What did you do next when someone clicked, you may be getting child sexual abuse images, and they click, see results anyway? What was your next step? You said you might be wrong. Did anyone examine, was it in fact child sexual abuse material? Did anyone report that user? Did anyone go and try to protect that child? What did you do next?
Senator, we take down anything that we think is sexual abuse material on the service, and we do.
Did anyone verify whether it was in fact child sexual abuse material?
Senator, I don't know if every single search result we're following up on, but
did you report the people who wanted it?
Senator, do you want me to answer your question?
Yeah, I want you to answer the question I'm asking. Did you report the people who click see results anyway?
That's probably one of the factors that we use in reporting. And in general, we've reported more people and done more reports like this to NCMEC, the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children, than any other company in the industry. We proactively go out of our way across our services to do this, and have made, I think it's more than 26 million reports, which is more than the whole rest of the industry combined. So,
Mr. Zuckerberg, your company and every social media company needs to do much more to protect children. All right, Mr. Chu.
Wow. This is real crazy. Now, this is fundamentally, I'm going to land the plane by saying this. After all this theatrics, right, you have Ted Cruz grilling Mark Zuckerberg. Do you actually think a change is going to actually come? Because again, this is 2024. I know they trying to crack down on this stuff, but let's keep it a buck, y'all. This has been going on for an extremely long time. Do you actually think change is gonna come? I'm not gonna save my breath. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, do all that YouTube stuff. And with that being said, Nick over and out. The message sent. Jesus is King, y'all.